Footsteps meet on hardwood floors, laughter spilling from the doors. Different tongues but hearts the same, learning life beyond the name. At the International English Cafe, talk your troubles right away, sip your tea and stories play. At the International English Cafe.
Okay, and welcome to the meeting, everybody. Today, this is the International English Cafe. I'm your host, Thanh, and today's topic is public speaking, favorite activity. Actually, let me stop shared screen for a bit. There we go. And so got the call started, or like the recording started, and yeah, away we go. So for today's topic, public speaking favorite activities, the goal is everybody will have a chance to talk about their favorite activity. I posted this meeting in about 3 days in advance, so if this wasn't something that you're aware of, that's okay, don't worry about it. It's your favorite activity, so hopefully this will be something that you're familiar enough to talk about. Other than that, in regards to your favorite activities, here I just posted into the chat box again. Here are a list of questions, or guides to help give you kind of ideas of what you can talk about in regards to your favorite activity. So for your favorite activity, it could be anything that that you would like to talk about. The format of the call will be that you're given, we'll have one speaker and everybody else as listeners. The role of the speaker is you'll be given about 3 to 8 minutes worth of time to talk about your favorite activity. And afterwards, we can go over with questions, comments, and thoughts. As listeners, the role will be, oh, cute kitty. As listeners, your role will be to listen for the 5 W's and 1 H. So the who, what, when, where, and why, and how. So that's what we're going to be doing for today. This will go over this will help us practice a few, I guess, elements or concepts for public speaking. So it'll go over things like how to say it, in this case, specifically describing things, especially when you're describing things regarding your favorite activity. It will also help go through how you organize your speech. In this case, if you're going to do it on the fly, then you'll start to see how your mind works with that. Is it going to be something that you say in chronological order? Is there some sort of compare and contrast to this? Is it instructional? Things like that. You may also have a purpose for what you're speaking about. So are you trying to persuade people to participate in this kind of activity? Are you just informing people of this activity? Maybe there's something entertaining, there's a story that goes along with your activity, things of that nature. These are topics that we have gone through in the past. So if you had not attended those meetings in the past, that's okay. A lot of this is stuff that we can practice for this meeting. So I think that's a decent rundown of the meeting. So before we get into the mix of things, does anybody have any questions, thoughts, or comments? Sounds good. Okay. So with that, would anybody like to be a brave soul and get things started? So more specifically, if you're not going to be on the call for that long, I would suggest you go as early as possible so you can get your chance to practice speaking. Okay, Melenes, you raised your hand, so would you like to go?
Yeah. In my case, my favorite activities are planting plants. I always spend a lot of time in plant plants in my house. And I had other activities such as I love sing different songs with my family at night, but I spent only one night in my weeks on my weeks for this activity. But I love planting plants. Thank you.
So when it comes to planting plants, are there any particular plants that you plant?
I rather plant uh, the the plants. L- I don't like rose because roses is very difficult for take care of him. I always plant others less this plant.
So are most of your plants some sort of flower or bushes?
Uh, flowers.
Nice. Okay, so not exactly roses because roses are difficult. I can understand that because roses are
It's difficult.
hardy, you know.
The animals always want to eat the roses.
Oh, what kind of animal?
And I don't know. I think it's ant, maybe. And oh,
Do you think there might
aquí
be
le
other
son
animals?
popo. Here is son popo. I don't know in English.
Some
Son
popo?
popo.
Can you spell? Would you be able to spell that out?
SOMPOPO.
Some popo. Okay, interesting. So, if we were to look it up, actually, let's do like this, where um, I could oop, share screen. By the way, hi, welcome to the call for the newcomers. We're getting underway with the topic. But welcome to the call. So I think
Instead.
it's Satish and Jorge. So welcome to the both of you.
Okay.
Oh, so sompopo. So refers to a dish and an insect, specifically a type of ant. Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting. So yeah, so that makes your roses like would have like a bunch of little holes if you were to grow roses, huh?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Mm, I can see that. Yeah. You would need to have some sort of special type of pesticide or something of that nature in order to um, really deal with that. So, wow. So that's some of the, pros and cons of, growing roses. It might look pretty and it might smell pretty, but then there's lots of difficulty. So that is pretty interesting. Cool.
Thank
Um,
you, Tam.
you're welcome. Would you have a particular favorite flower? Just
Yes, it's veraneras.
let's see. How do you spell that?
Bena
Bena.
E E E
Sorry,
and 8R
Yes.
R A. I don't know.
Okay.
I repeat again.
Okay.
B
Yes.
E R A N E R A S.
So probably something like this. And there. Hi, Jorge. Let's see.
hey, thank
we're going through the topic at the moment, but bear with me. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Actually, if I did it like this.
This floor it's amazing on summer.
I'm not really sure if I found it, but I did find a whole bunch of flowers. Maybe I'm not spelling it right. That's why.
Oh no. It, probably the sciences names is other.
I see.
I write.
Oh, could
I
you
write.
okay, could you write it in the chat box? Let's see. Let's get back to where is the meeting? Oh, it's right here. And oh, V. Okay, got it. All right. That's why I goofed up. Image.
Yeah.
Ah, ooh, this is
It
pretty.
it it is my favorite flowers. I believe all people has one plant in your house. This.
Yeah, because like outside of my house, we have a rhododendron or like a few rhododendron shrubs. So it's not exactly like this, but it's kind of similar. Very nice.
In my place, we call it bougainville.
Oh, okay.
I think that's here, down here, yes. Bougainville.
Mhm.
Cool. This is a new world of things to learn. Thank you very much. Okay, so with that, before let's see, IU, I guess you wanted to go next.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
One is my favorite activity is a traveling. So that is my one of my hobbies, traveling. Why I took traveling as one of my favorite activity? That because traveling involve with exploring a new place. If you come to that place and you never come to this place before, so it's kind of like a new place in a remote area, so it's quite exciting for me to know about their culture inside, and then the local people, what kind of the activities they have every day, so talk with them. It's it's my favorite activities to know about that place specific. And then of course that for these activities that there is a pro and cons as well, so can be like pro, you can, yeah, you can open your mind, yeah, for the all of the world, that you will understand about the people, about their culture, about everything, a character of the people, local people, I mean. So I think that's a kind of pro my activities, traveling. And then cons, of course, that is about all about money. That because when you go traveling, it means that you will spend a lot of money, yeah.
Mhm.
So you must prepare it, save your money first, and then you can go to everywhere that you want to go. So the other kind, like yeah, of course, that you must save your time as well. You prepare your time to yeah, to create these activities. So before you go, you will have planning for these activities. What the activities that you can do on that place, and then how much or the budget that you will spend on that place. So I think that's is a pro and cons. And then about these favorite activities, that because yeah, like I mentioned, we can open our mind, yeah, and so we can what is the thinking out of the box from our safe safety area. So yeah, it's kind of like challenge yourself into the limit, and then it will be good for you to enhance your confidence or knowledge as well. So if you, yeah, I think this is the one of the purpose that I want to what is uh, create the favorite activities, which is that it's a traveling. So that's all from me. Thank you.
You're welcome. That sounds like a very interesting activity. So especially noting things and or your use of the euphemism of like getting outside of the box, right? Very nice. I like that. Incorporate some of our previous topics of talking about idioms and literary devices. Great. We can throw in there like this whole like sometimes we like to be in the comforts of our safety blanket. So in this case, you're taking off that safety blanket, right? So very nice. Like this whole idea of discovery and exploration, kind of challenges yourself. So I also like how you incorporated the pros and cons of how like you're gaining these new experiences, but it's just costing a lot of money. So overall, pretty nice. Just curious, does anybody have any particular thoughts or questions regarding this? Alrighty. So thank you, IU. Let's see. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the call. Looks like you just joined.
Thank you. Good morning, Vic. Thank you very much.
Yep, good morning over there to you too. Okay, so for those that had just joined the call, I didn't give an exact overview, but at least type something quickly into the chat box. So just refer to the chat box. Hopefully that might help you give an idea of like what we're doing here. Nonetheless, Francisco, looks like you raised your hand up, or you raised your hand up. Yep, there you go.
Sure. About the favorite activity.
Mhm.
Well, I enjoy when I can cook with my wife.
Ooh,
You know,
okay.
sometimes we cook together, and I love when I prepare uh, my own yogurt, for example, and could uh, any vegetable or fruit with my knife. Well, you know, when we wake up in the mornings, the face the breakfast or the dinner, and things like that. I enjoy when I cook.
Sounds
This
nice.
is my favorite. This is my favorite activity. Cook.
Is there a particular dish that you like to cook?
Or a good question. Many tastes, but one I believe when I prepare coffee.
Hmm.
I love the coffee in the morning every day. You know, I drink 2 or 3 cups. Well. Uh, uh, by the way, other days, I don't know, maybe beans or yogurt, uh, rice with onion. I like rice with onion.
Mm,
And things like that.
let's see. I think a word for you would be aromatic. There you go. I type in the word aromatic because when cooking with onions, right? Sometimes like when you um, cut up some onions, maybe garlic, but it's like ingredients like that, right? And then when you cook it before all the others, putting in all the other ingredients, it creates this kind of smell. So like I think that's the word for it is aromatic, right? I think that's a good word for you for this kind of occasion. But very nice. I it's already late over here, but I feel hungry.
Well, uh, I don't know. I believe when I smell the rice in oil with onion,
Mhm,
this smell is very delicious.
mhm.
Oof, oof.
That's why I
And
feel hungry right now. If you ever seen me in other calls, also too, we do have the YouTube channel. So like some of the meetings are posted there. You'll realize how like during some of my meetings I'm eating, or I'll get hungry because people talk about food. I'm quite the foodie, so when you're talking about this, oh my God. I already had dinner and I'm still now I feel hungry more. All right.
I
So
understand. I understand. For example, in a moment, I, bueno, in this moment, my wife cooking for me,
Mm,
and I eat the dinner in a minute.
nice. So dinner's coming up soon for you. That's great. Hope you enjoy your dinner when like once it's ready.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Um, funny enough too, because like I was talking about so before I started the recording, we were talking around and I was mentioning how like next week's topic, I was going to set up a topic regarding food. Uh, so uh wow, very nice. So like if you join next week, then you can definitely go into more details about some of the cooking and some of the food that you're making and eating. That's great to hear. Okay. So does anybody have any thoughts, questions, or comments?
Okay, may I?
Oh, you want to go next, or like did you have comments? Matt?
Yeah, okay. Um, okay, I love your topic because
Okay, got it.
I can share my passion. I think it helped me to improve my English speaking and talk about myself and what kind of fabric activity. I think I love activity for myself, and I love you mentioned about drink coffee. And I think that's one of my cup of tea so far, and I fully agree because after we drink coffee, I think we can have positive energy, right? And we can have good idea, good solution to solve any problem. Because I think it's fresh our mind after drink coffee as well. But I don't mention about the food or every beverage we can drink. But I love drink and any beverage so far. Um, like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or 7-Up or coffee or whatever. The more I love that I can drink every single moment that only one water, right? Water consume for our body enough and I think it's one of the suitable and better than the for our physical body. And in addition that I mentioned to my sport and which one I love to play after I have I think I can play badminton, basketball, but it's not so good. But the more I love that soccer because I was playing the soccer when I was a child. I do remember that when I was maybe 3 or 4 years, I started on that age for myself. Even though now I'm getting older, I would say that I'm an old person, but I still have that passion for myself to play after single afternoon at 6 p.m. because it's not only my passion. I think it's helped me and kind of it gain for my body more muscle in my leg maybe or at least pop up my body. Because the main reason why that I love to play soccer because I do remember that in the before the exam I still working and I so tired after working I think it's long hour working and sometimes I get stressful or depressed in the working environment because I think it has so many pressure in my task and sometimes some stuff not realized by myself because I'm not finishing my responsibility for the company job and that I get more pressure in work environment. But after working time, I play football with my friends, my team, and I feel that I forget everything outside. And I feel that it's empty in my head, right? And I feel, I get more energy and it's professional in my mind as well. Because I do remember that next only tomorrow, I feel I have, very, very perfect in the idea. Because sometimes I stop, I don't know how my idea to have that and so problem the day before. But after I play football before a day and after that, I feel I have very good idea. I can find, any good solution to solve my problem in the company. And that I think is very good, in the sport we can play and we can get out stress, depressed, and also gain our energy as well.
Yeah.
That I do remember. Thank you very much. I'm sharing and thank you for your listening. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Thank you.
So basically you were, you made some comments, but then then you roll into your topic, which is mostly about sports or more specifically football or soccer, right? I noticed how you interchange between the two. So it's okay to call it either one, mainly because at least in the international world, it's more known as football. Just mainly for Americans, football is a different sport. So I understand. But other than that, yeah, like made some good references of how like you it's healthy for you, right? And also kind of helps with just kind of getting your head out of things, especially when it comes to like all the stresses from our daily life and work. Uh, Having an activity like this to kind of like unwind from that, that's very great. Very great for mental health as well as physical health. So I really like how you went over that. That's very important, right, for our livelihood. So very nice. I like that. Also too, Francisco, if you Matt made a reference to coffee because sometimes when he gets onto the call, you'll see him sitting with a cup of coffee. So you're not the only coffee lover in the group. I could also say like I also like my coffee too in the morning. So coffee is great. Okay, sounds good, everybody. Does anybody want to go next? And
Yes.
Hi, Jorge.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello. So I guess next is your turn.
Yeah. Let me read the question. What's your favorite activity? Yeah, my favorite activity is like my friend, like mathematics, football. I love to play football. That's what I do when I get up in the morning. I practice with the children in my neighborhood. I got a team, so I help the coach. I'm like an assistant of coach. Yeah, during the days, yeah, I work, but again in the afternoon I play soccer because we got another practice. Because sometimes people go in the morning and another in the afternoon. So we share I share lot of time with the children here. So I love to play to be a great coach in the future. That that's that's my favorite activity. And doing exercise ways as well. Doing calisthenic exercise, pull up, deep, different kind of exercise that help too much to keep my body on shape, and that's my favorite exercise. And run in the morning. That I like to share my time with my family as well. I I prefer go with them, go out to mall, do shopping. Yeah, be distracted with them, going to the theater, cinema, watch movie at home, and that's the activity I like to do with my family. Sometimes we play table game. You I don't know if you know what's the game parquet, table games, parquet. You throw dice, yeah, you throw dice, and yeah, is 4 different person playing. I don't know if in American exists that. I think so. Parquet, Ludo, It's called Ludo or Parque in my country. Yeah. What else I do is I study. I trying to learn other language. Now I'm focused on French. Ça va, salut, comment allez-vous? And yeah, I like to learn French and practicing with other people in French.
Mhm.
It's good. It's good for me. It's like doing exercise with my brains
Mm.
that keep me alive. That what I do. Doing exercise physically and mentally.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
I think I have the shared screen up. Is this parquet? I don't know if you're looking at the.
yeah.
Is this
That's
game?
perfect. Yeah,
Nice. This looks.
nice.
It seems like I feel like a lot of cultures have similar games that look like this. So this is fairly interesting. Cool.
Yeah. In American exists that game.
I don't know if in the US they have this kind of game. They might have a game that's similar, but not exactly. But if you go to if you look at other cultures, like probably other areas in Latin America or maybe in Asia, they might have games that are similar looking to this.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, it's a pleasure.
So overall, you talked about football, or actually, do I still have to change screen up? Oh, no. Okay, wait. Is it sharing screen? Share? Right? Or am I not sharing anything? All right, well, I should be off shared screen anyways. Oops. Where's my banner thingy? Share screen. We're going. Oh, okay, right here. Stop sharing. Okay, there you go. Okay, so yeah, overall, you went over a good deal about soccer. You incorporated the idea of community and spending time with the children. So I think that's actually pretty awesome. You know, having time with, you know, children and kind of like helping with their development, aside from, you know, the mental and physical benefits of soccer, right? That's great. But then also too, you kind of delve into like a couple of your other activities like parquet, right?
Yeah.
Or like even like learning French, right? Because
Yeah. But what I love to do is to trying to teach what I know is play football. Yeah.
sometimes that's the best way to learn is to be able to try to teach what you know to make sure that like
Yeah.
you really know it. That's great.
Yeah. I would like to see one of them playing in a great team in the future. That's my dreams.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay. Would anybody like to go next? So let's see. We have a few people that are on the call. Would anybody still have questions of what we're doing? It's okay if you ask. The whole point is to, you know, for all of us to be able to have a little bit of time to practice speaking in English, right? So does everybody have a good idea what we're doing on the call? Like, you know, you can see that everybody's given a chance to talk about their favorite activity.
Yes, I do have a question. I didn't quite understand what you guys are talking about.
Okay, so the topic for today is public speaking. So for this public speaking topic, instead of delving into concepts like we were doing before, what I'm going to do is have a topic for everybody to talk about. In this case, your favorite activity. So this is where you're going to utilize some of the concepts that we were going through from the previous public speaking sessions, right? So it will go over things like how to say it, especially how to describe things. Like you're going to be describing a little bit about your favorite activity, right? It may delve into like how you can quickly, or at least in this case, how you can quickly organize what to say, right? Maybe a purpose of why you're saying this, right? Like maybe you want to convince people to participate in this kind of activity, or maybe you're wanting to just to inform people, right? Things like that. So it'll just touch upon some of the things that we've been going through, except now actually putting it towards something. So in this case, we're talking about our favorite activities, but then you're gonna try to use some of the public speaking elements that we've been going over.
Oh, well, to be honest, I haven't been practicing my English for a long time, so I cannot say English is learning English is my favorite activity right now. But but I do like learning English. Since I've been on this journey, I've met a lot of good people, friendly people, and I'm constantly learning every day. And also, recently I've been exercising a lot. You know, I've been busy, to be honest, but I'm kind of getting back to my normal, like to things that I used to do a lot. Which is first reading and exercising. I started to go to the gym 3 times a week, and I got back to my English journey too. You know, I every time I used to attend your meetings a lot, but these days um, I'm not available that much online. That's why and I'm trying to catch up on things. Yeah, so I would say these days my favorite activity is exercising, but mostly doing the push-ups and uh, lifting weights a little.
That's great to hear. So like is there any particular area of the body like you like to focus a lot more in terms of your gym
Yes,
workout routine?
yes, of course. I want to focus on my biceps
Mm,
here. Yes, I'm putting emphasis on this area and my chest.
mm.
Yeah, I want to develop a little my chest and biceps. Yeah,
That's good. I
yeah,
remember in my younger days, I would do this thing like where every morning I would wake up and then I would just do a set of push-ups.
yeah,
So it was hard to begin with because like I wasn't as strong. So like I would start off with like maybe 10 a day and then
yeah,
slowly find like, oh, 10 is not that bad. So you can increase the the quantity to like 15, then 20, and then eventually it got up to 50. Try to like um, after that try to do it as many as possible within a minute, right?
yeah. It's quite difficult, especially when you stop doing it for a period of time and then you get back to it. It's
Mhm.
really when you do it when you get back to it the first time, the first week is gonna be really tough because you're gonna feel pain in your body all in your body, you know. But once you do 1 week, 2 weeks, you're gonna get used to it. Like I'm in the process of getting used to uh, the lifting and push-ups.
It's
Yeah,
it's it's mainly
I like
about
to say,
consistency. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right, go ahead.
sorry, I like to say something. Uh, uh, with regarding of exercise, it's like mentally. The pain is mental because I remember once time when I was in the military service. Yeah, I had other person forcing me to make push up. I had to do 80 push up. In my mind, it was impossible. But when that person was motivating me and forcing me, you can. Uh, I I did 70, only 10 left, but it was great for me. That's that experience.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
So I find this is an interesting journey to to partake in. One of the things I would suggest or like comment on this is consistency, right? Like just continually doing this, I would say literally every day, right? And I think that will help out because like when you get into such a habit of doing it all the time, then the habit itself kind of carries you. So it makes it a lot more easier. It's kind of like as if you're in a river and you're flowing with the current at that point, right?
Yeah.
So now when you're flowing with the current, it's so much more easier. Like you don't actually have to do so much because the current kind of helps carry you, right?
Yeah, definitely. Consistency matters a lot because the more you do it, the more excited you become and the more motivated you become. So consistency is vital.
Yep. Ooh, very nice. Vital. Great word. Okay. Sounds great.
Échale una curva.
Okay. So with that, I guess would anybody like to go next? Hi, Ayuna. Oh, looks like you
Hello.
there you go. Hi.
Hello.
Would you like to go next?
It's okay. Um, you know, right now I'm doing my skincare routine because I have something to do in outside. So I try to speak while doing my skincare routine, okay?
Oh,
Is it okay?
I see how this is. You're doing a GRWM. Get ready with me, huh? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I just wanted to say like I'm getting ready for doing my skincare routine, so I try to speak with all of you. Okay, first of all, I will introduce myself first. Hello everyone, this is Ayuna from Indonesia. So nice to meet you in this meeting. Actually, I would like to tell you about my favorite activity. So right now I'm doing my skincare routine. So when we are talking about my favorite activity, I could say my favorite activity is doing my skincare routine. So it is like, I try to love myself. I try to grow myself, not only my thought, but also my physical appearance. So it's like, this is a great idea for doing when we are young and we try to understand about ourselves. So that's why this is a good idea, and then this is a good concept to make a it's to make a level of ourselves. First of all, I do my skincare routine every morning and every night, before sleeping and after sleeping. And then, it it's fun, when I try to do consistently and I try to do the skincare routine every day. It's so making me so, it's fun, and I feel like I level up myself and it's like it's my favorite one. So in the morning, I try to do my skincare routine. It is about the basic skincare, you know. It's like how to use my sunscreen, and then how to use my toner, wash my face, and many more. So it's like basic skincare in the morning when I wake up in the morning. You know, I'm early bird. I I always wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. After waking up, I try to do some kind of activities like doing my skincare routine or doing some pilots. So it's like it improves myself to be better in the future. So that's why I do my favorite activity every morning. And then in the night, you know, in the night, I try to do it is about a high level of skincare. You know, it's a complete skincare that I do. The first one is I wash my face, and then I use my toner, and then I apply my milk cleanser, and then after milk cleanser, I try to do something like moisturizer, cream, and yeah, the last one is moisturizer. Yeah, after cream, I put on my skin about the moisturizer, so it helps me. And then it's like make my skin so smooth, and then I grow my skin very well. So it's my intention to do this skincare routine. I would like to take care of my skin. I don't want to be beauty, or it's like some kind of beauties, or yeah, like you're beautiful when you do your skincare routine. But in this attention, I would like to say I just wanted to take care of myself, especially for my skin. So like skin barrier, or it's like oh my god, it's so dark spot, or many more. So that's why I try to make a complete one, and then I try to manage my dark spot, and then I try to make a good level of my skin. So that's why it is a good idea, and it is a good concept when you try to take care of your skin very well. So that's why. And then if you're talking about pros and cons, I'm too lazy. Or sometimes I stay on the bed, and then I try to watch some movies on Netflix, or I try to listen some music on Spotify. Oh my god, I'm going lazy. So I don't want to do my skincare routine because I'm too so comfortable when you lay on the bed, and then you try to listen some music on Spotify. So it is about laziness. You can handle your laziness is a good idea. So this case, I would like to tell you about my laziness. When I get my laziness, I try to push myself, like I try to struggle myself, like you have a goal. If you don't have if you don't have time to catch your goal, I think you are a loser. So I try to push myself, I struggle myself. Even I try to speak my English, when I don't have people to talk, or I don't have people to talk with, I try to struggle myself to practice my English in a front of mirror. Or sometimes when I do something, like I cook something, or I do my skincare routine, I try to describe that one. So it helps me, and it works when I try to practice my English. So that's a great idea. And then going to the laziness, I try to struggle myself. So I forget about my laziness. I try to do my skincare routine every morning and every night. So it is okay. It's normal when we get laziness, because we are human. But we have to know about our intention. We have to know about our goal. So when you try to focus in your goal, I think you can forget about your laziness. It's a great idea. And then, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, like I am in terms of the whole skincare thing, because I've heard people talk about it a lot. For me, I think it's actually some of the things that you went over is some good points regarding skincare, right? I think we as people may sometimes take for granted. I think that's a good way to say it, right? I think some of us actually take for granted performing skincare. It's like it's just skin, right? Well, no, not right, because our skin is like that first line of defense for our body, right? So having proper skincare, right, making sure that our skin is okay is very important. Sometimes we might not realize it, but our skin is an organ of our body, right? And you know, this is why it's actually important. It's just as important as our lungs, our mind, our heart, right? Our stomach, right? Like it's a part of us. So I think obviously like I took skin care like very like for granted quite a bit. It's only until like as I get older and older I start to see like how important it is. So especially when you go out in the sun, like having a little bit of sunscreen is a very good idea. The UV rays could be a little bit harmful for us at times. So nice. So you mentioned certain things, like you mentioned toner,
Yeah.
moisturizer,
Yeah. You know,
and
actually, moisturizer, I use moisturizer and I apply moisturizer on my skin in the night before sleeping. After sleeping, it is not good when you apply your moisturizer. So it's better when you try to apply your moisturizer, it's better you apply on the night. So that's a great idea. And then I recommend you, if you want to take care of your skin, I think if you go outside of the room, you have to use sunblock or sunscreen. It helps you because it's hard in here. I try to explain about the weather in Indonesia. The weather is very crazy. It's hard in here and it's going summer, so it's better you try to manage your skin very well, especially for your face skin or your hand skin and foot skin and many more. So it helps you very much. So that's why I recommend you when you want to go outside of the room, you better apply some sunscreen on your skin before going in. That's good. That's good idea.
yeah.
Mhm.
So one question would be, and this is because of sheerly due to my own ignorance.
Mhm.
What's a toner for?
Toner?
Yes.
Toner is like make your face fresh after washing your fish. So it's like makes your pH very better. Yeah, better and better. And then it's like I think it is about to make your face be fresh, and then before you apply a cream, so it's better you use some kind of toners and then you apply on your skin before doing cream or moisturizer.
Mm.
It helps you your skin especially to make a be fresh, and then it's like make your pH going back to your skin, so it's better. pH, I want to write on chat box.
Yep. So like in terms of like for skincare, what would be the steps that you would prescribe?
In the morning, I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning. So I'm a morning person. I'm a early bird. So I try to do my milk cleanser first, and then I wash my fish. After that, I use my toner, and then I apply some sunscreen on my skin. And then I use the products of Indonesia, which is Wardah. If you know, Wardah is Indonesian local product. So I use that one, and then I try to apply that sunscreen every morning after I wake up and I get up from my sleeping. So it helps.
Cool.
I don't know some skincares from USA or another country, but I believe like like Maybelline, if you know Maybelline, and then I don't know, yeah, Maybelline is like a New York product, I think. So you
Yeah,
can
it's an American product.
yeah, Maybelline.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you live in New York, I think you can buy some Maybelline's products and then you can apply on your skin. So it's help, it's not a gender, it's not talking about a gender. Not only girl, but also men. Men can protect their skin very well, so they can apply their skincare very well if they want. Sometimes some people, especially in Indonesia, oh my God, I don't want to do my skincare routine because this is about girl. But it's not about girl, but also boy, man, all people, because you're a human, right? You have to apply some skincares for protecting your skin very well. So we don't we don't hope our dark spot and then our skin barrier is going bad in our face. So that's why you have to protect that one. So yeah.
Sounds good. Francisco, you're raising your hands up. Do you have a question?
Well, I agree with her. The skincare is very important too. As well, I believe when I consume vitamins, type of vitamin C, for example, or magnesium, minerals, uh, is very easy when you care your body and consume good food every day, fruit and vegetable. I believe in this point it's very easy your body care your skin. I don't know. It's my opinion about
Yeah.
the skin.
The food like the food element to ensuring your skincare. That is a good point too. Nice. You you raised your hand?
Yeah, I would like to share my opinion about Ayuna said before, and then yeah, I'm agree with her. Yeah, we must take care of our skin. Yeah, special for women is very important. Yeah, like Ayuna said that there is some cosmetic that we can use for take care of our skin. But the other side, like Francisco said, I'm agree with him as well. Take a healthy food. It's very important to take care of your skin as well. And the other side, you must have maybe once a week or twice a week exercise, to enhance of your elasticity of your skin as well. So yeah,
Some good
that's my
points.
opinion. Yeah, thank you.
We're doing a lot of callbacks here on lots of the things that we were talking about. So this is actually kind of nice. Also, too, it looks like Buddy, he wrote in the chat box. He said, "I have a question. Have you any recommendations to get, I guess to get rid, right? To get rid of melasma." Um, so I was just looking that up because I wasn't sure what melasma is, but having looked
Yeah,
it up, it looks like, let's see, can I get this on shared screen? Let's see.
yeah, especially a natural way. It's yeah, some
This. So this is new to me because I'm actually pretty happy that you all are bringing up some of your favorite activities because I feel like it's a good learning experience to
Yeah.
go over certain things that I think some of us are not familiar with. So this is melasma. It's a common skin condition causing brown or gray-brown patches, usually on the face, due to increased melanin production. Interesting.
yeah, especially in Indonesia, we have many sunlight here, so it's gets
Sun face.
it's getting easy to cut, yeah, in the face. Some
Yeah, I think
black
melasma
color.
can get what is for woman which is this woman maybe their age 40 above, so it will be rise on their face. It's common.
Yeah.
It's common with the woman.
Common, especially in Indonesia, because we have many many sunlight here.
Yeah.
My wife had this melasma. Yeah. We tried many cosmetic, but it's yeah, this didn't work well because it have allergic to the she had allergic to with the chemist cosmetic. So maybe we have yeah, Sister Ayuna have a recommendation about natural way to take care of such symptom.
So just doing a quick Google of this, right? Melasma treatment on face. Melasma treatment on the face often involves a combination of topical medication, in-office procedure, and lifestyle changes to prevent worsening of condition.
Okay.
So interesting.
Yeah. Mr. Budi, melasma, I don't know about this one. I think if you don't want to go to the clinic about the treatment, your face, I mean like facial treatment, you can use some kind of products of Implora. Implora is an Indonesian product. You can use Implora peeling serum to make your face be better. Okay. I will write on the chat box about the Implora peeling serum. But if you don't use this one, because it needs step by step, you know, it's not instant. It needs step by step. So you have to be patient to do that one, and then you have to do consistently. But if you want to do, you know, if you want to get your good skin instantly, you can go to the clinic and then you can do some kind of facial treatment. But if you don't enough money, I'm sorry for talking this one, you can you know, Indonesian sometimes need cheap one to get their skin better. So you can use Implora peeling serum. It's good idea. It's a good recommendation for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. Juan, you rose your hand up, or you raised your hand?
Yes, only for say the Budi use the Jamaica. I don't know if this correct this word in English, but in Spanish is Jamaica. But in English I see is Jamaica. Jamaica is the base for the products they use in the face, in the skin. And Jamaica is natural. Yes, help in your only skin, all skin help, and it's very good. In my case, use the Jamaica for my skin. I not walk and use many things. I have the 2 years to use this Jamaica.
Is
And
that
it's
the
the
name of a
base.
country, or is that like
Yeah.
spelled differently?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
put
I would.
I
I
put
won't
the
ask
traduction
them.
in the chat.
Yeah?
Tang.
Okay, yeah, like please write it into the chat box. I think this would be interesting too.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
And my opinion that I think only lady and
Okay.
my husband
Jamaica.
and that we use for myself when I play soccer outside in the sun that I used to be sunblock. I think that will protect my skin because I think cosmetic I think is better for lady and it's make for ladies more beautiful. I love that. And the man, I think we can use that in case apply a player. They can use to sunblock to protect their skin because I used to be, did that for myself every single match I play in. And now I think I have the confidence in my skin that it stop, many spots on my skin. And I worry about, skin cancer if we do not protect our skin in the sun. Because I think in the sun is the sunburn a lot our skin. So I fully agree for the men who often, go outside environment. I think it's a very good protection for our skin. And ladies, I love every lady. They will make them more beautiful. Yes, I love that. So cosmetic suitable for everyone. And yeah, thank you.
Mr. Body, I'm going to tell you that I'm such a person that used to have that melasma on my face, and I read of it. Thank God. So the only thing that I use is to go to the doctor that I recommend you go to a specialist, dermatologist. It is correct to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand it. Okay.
Okay. For a specific treatment, and also you have to complement with therapy with a psychologist therapy and do some exercise because that problem comes most of affects the nerves, our system, nerve system. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, but my English.
Okay. Nervous system.
Yeah, I understand. That's good. Good advice.
So I recommend that. Thank God, it works for me. I don't have melasma now, so I'm happy. But when a person has melasma on her body, especially on the face, the system of the person's feeling, a person feels so bad. They used to stay in the house, or they don't go outside in front of others, so affects a lot. But if you know that person, help him or help her, and try to go to a specialist and psychologist. and do exercise.
Huh.
It's very important.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It's new for me, new information is related to psychology too.
Affects too.
Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, Francisco, you raised your hand?
Sure. Thanks again, Thank. Dear new friends, I have to see you. I gotta go for this night. Tomorrow, I wake up here. I wake up in the morning. I work 12 hours, more or less.
Yep, that's okay. It's nighttime for a bunch of us too, like especially for me. So hope you have found this session fruitful, and stop by anytime. Behind me is the schedule of all the other hosts. So there's other calls that you're able to join too, aside from mine, just in case you want to join more of these calls. I'm not really sure if you're in the Facebook or the WhatsApp, but a lot of the hosts tend to post their meeting notification. So hopefully you will be able to catch any of that and find more calls to be able to join too.
All right. Thanks for thanks for this opportunity, my friend, and especially you, my new dear friend. Thank. See you later.
Yep. See you later. Take care. Cool. Okay. We've already been through like about over an hour on this call. But let's see. There's still a few more people that can still go. Let's see. So would anybody like to go next?
Me.
Okay, Juan, take it away.
Okay, in my case, my favorite activity is take the photographs. For me, it's very interesting to take the photographs. But I think the more important to take the photographs is try to take this feeling, this person. I think you make capture this feeling. It's very important in the photograph. And the only solution in my case I find is try to the person trust in your things, no? And it's very important to give the opportunity the person say things and building one connection. And these models. The children is very hard try to take the photographs.
Yep.
The children is hard, but you make one connection, the children, the photographs, you take the feelings. It's more easy to take the feelings in the children. But the first step is try to the trust in your words, your person, in many things. I think it's very important. Other thing important is the light. The light is very important in the photograph. And in my case, I'm prepare my studio and put the light and only weigh the models. But this one model is easy, but this many person is hard. And the pets is different. The pets is more hard. You give food, you try to give toys, but it's interesting. And for me, it's very, very interesting try to talk to the persons. I think you learn the persons in the moment you talk to this person. Thank you, my friend Tang.
You're welcome. I didn't realize that you would take pictures of pets too, because I think children is already difficult enough. Pets? Yeah. Oh my God.
yeah, it's hard. But the photographs, it's very interesting. The consequence, they try to the children and the families trust in your photography. It's very important, but my only solution is speak and try to the people listen the I told you this moment.
Yeah. From my experience, I find certain things like making sounds like that, especially because it works on both animals and children. They're like, what?
Yes.
What's that? What's that?
And move, yeah. And move. No, many things. Think the children cry, for example, in one occasion, cry. The children eat. In the moment the decision, the children say, "Yeah, your boy, I hungry, mother, please." No, it's hard to children.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah. So like for me, like I think for me, like when it comes to photography, I'm more into scenery pictures. So I don't really need to deal with people the way you do. So I am quite impressed how you're able to deal with a lot of that stuff. Yeah, I could definitely say it's difficult. But
Other activity, I like it. I think it's other activity favorite in this moment is the artificial intelligence. But the artificial intelligence make the pictures. It's very interesting, this artificial intelligence. And it's hard understand the language. For example, in my case, use the one artificial intelligence from China, but not make this thing you give in the text for not have English or not have Spanish. It's very hard. Try to use the one from China. It's more easy use the one from USA. But it's very interesting this moment, the artificial intelligence. It's very important. The old people try to use, not in this moment.
I can understand what you're saying because here's my attempt using ChatGPT to create me an image, which looks like this. So this is an image where like the photo is supposed to look somewhat realistic, right? Because I was trying to make another introduction for the International English Cafe intro for the YouTube channel. So because like previously I did a picture for chat, or I had ChatGPT create me a picture where it was a girl playing a banjo, right? Because it was the song is the girl playing a banjo. So this song, the second song was the guy playing a guitar. So I wanted the same scenery and everything, but a guy could play guitar. But they gave me this picture, which I was like, could you turn this picture into a cartoon? So here you go. So yeah, I think even the use of AI is quite interesting too.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you actually brought that up.
Thank you. Listen, the last I listening one notice to say the the devil.
Listen to the which?
The devil.
De Buebo?
Devil.
Devil?
Yes, other word, demon. The demon.
De demon? Idea of the demon?
Yeah. Okay, I see it in Spanish. You understand. Inteligencia artificial del demonio.
So artificial intelligence of demonstration?
No, the devil.
Demo is demonstration, right? Like Or did I get that wrong?
I put it the chat. Devil, yes, it did
Devil.
say
Oh, the
correct,
devil. Okay, got it. Okay.
but not find in the internet. But exists. One notice in Spanish in Spain
Yep.
say it exists this artificial intelligence.
Interesting.
It's very dangerous, this artificial intelligence.
But yeah, overall, I think your activity is a very interesting one. I know for me, like one of my favorite ones would be chasing after animals to take pictures. So not like pets where like, you know, they're posing for you, but literally like out in the wild and then seeing them and trying to take pictures of that while they're doing natural things. Because lots of the times they're aware of me being there and they'll just run away or fly away. And I'm like, no, take a picture.
Yeah. Other thing amazing is the video, Tan.
Yeah.
The video for me, it's very, very incredible. Yes. For example, the ChatGPT make the Sora and see the videos. Wow.
Yep.
Other realities. Yes. It's incredible. This thing, this time. I don't know imagine what new things exist in the future. But the future is very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So like let's see next up. Edith, would you like to go?
For me?
Yep.
I think this topic is very interesting for me because I'm too shy. I'm the most shy person in the world that I don't want to talk. Always happened to me, even in the classroom with my kids, with the students, in front of parents. I was too shy, and I don't know why. I think that because my English is too low, that's what I don't want to talk in some sessions. But I'm going to try. So I like to exercise, to do exercise every day, to get rid of my pains, my body pains, because my lower back hurts me a lot. So that's why I start doing exercise, and I decide to go to the gym. So doctors say always, don't go to the gym, don't lift weights, don't do nothing. So I feel better.
Yeah.
I feel much better going to the gym, obviously with low weights, no harder. So that's the thing that I love to do every day.
That's good.
That's it.
Yeah, sometimes the doctors may want you to be careful, but it looks like you're being responsible about this and you know, the kind of weights you're using, but also I'm pretty sure even the type of exercises that you're doing, because obviously some exercises would be beneficial to you when it comes to alleviating certain pains like your lower back pains. So like doing things like lots of stretching, I think would be helpful, but also there's some of those exercises where you're kind of like cracking your back almost, which helps to release some of that tension, because sometimes like it's you might have a bunch of built up tension down there, either in your spine or just your back muscle, or a combination of the two, right? So being able to work it out can be helpful. More me specifically, I've been going to a chiropractor. I used to go to a chiropractor years ago, and then I stopped because I had a knee injury, so I wasn't able to go again. But then last year I had kind of a weird upper back pain here. So it was one of those things where I couldn't reach it. There's no exercise that I could think of that could help me alleviate this. So, because especially with that upper back pain, I would try to do push-ups and my arms just didn't work for some reason. It just didn't do anything at all. I could pick up and everything, but I just couldn't do this kind of motion, which is, the push-up motion. So I went to the chiropractor, and then after a couple of sessions,
it works for you?
Yeah.
Does it work for you?
Because there was just a lot of built up pressure and pain and tension in my upper back that I just can't physically reach. No matter what kind of back cracking methods that I used before, like leaning in the chair or this and that, it just didn't reach back there. I literally needed someone just to crack my back.
Oh my God.
So that helps me. Having gone to a chiropractor before, when you get your back crack, right? What it is because your spine is just a whole bunch of bones, but sometimes some of the bones gets too pressed up against each other too much, right? So it causes that pressure. And also too, so one part of it is the uncomfortable feeling of all that pressure being built up, but also you have spine or a nerve, your nervous system going through it. So sometimes when it's all blocked up like that, it also affects your nervous system, so that sometimes it might even paralyze you, which is actually very bad. So when you allow it to loosen up, for your bones to actually be more mobile, then that's what helps you to have better flow of communication for your nervous system, and your skeletal system actually works a little bit more properly. So I've been finding that going to a chiropractor is kind of helpful. I would not suggest this for everybody, right? Because I could say it is kind of an expensive venture to partake in. Ideally, you're going maybe 2 times a week, and it eventually over time it will dwindle down to maybe once a month or even more than that. So it's good overall if it's something that you need. But if you feel you're doing well without needing that, I then don't go down that path, I would say, just because it's just quite pricey. But other than that, I would also say drink a lot of water. Part of it, the other part of it too, is when you're doing a lot of back exercises, or if you're going to the chiropractor, either one of them, right? Water is going to be very important, because there's going to be some times where you have toxins that are trapped within your bones. So if you do your exercises properly to help loosen up your bones, your spinal cord and everything like that, and have enough water running through, it kind of helps to wash out some of those toxins so you can expel it out of your system. So water will also be very important as well. So drinking lots of water during your exercises would be a great idea.
Yeah, you're right. But chiropractic is it the word?
Yeah, so chiropractic or chiropractor. So the chiropractor is the person that practices chiropractic.
Yes, but it doesn't work for me. Once it doesn't work for me.
So that's the reason why I say it's not for everybody.
So what I do is to hit some kind of I don't know what is the name, but I hit and put it in the place where I feel pain
Mhm.
and hits for a moment, hits for 15 minutes,
Mm.
and then add some cream.
Yep.
And that's the thing that I
Yeah.
do.
From the sound of it, you're for you it's probably more muscle related rather than your spine. So that's probably why you don't really need to go to a chiropractor, because it's more muscle, if anything, right? So you would need to deal with the muscle portion of it. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done some crazy things in my life where one time I went snowboarding. So there was an area where it's kind of like it's like a park, right? Like it's the park, like it's the area where like when you go snowboarding and like they have all the jumps, so you can do all the jumps, or like they have the railing so you can try to go down the railing. Like as kind of like how skateboarders would go down a railing of like a stairs. So like snowboarding, you can do the same thing too. Like they'll have stuff like that, right? But at the very end of the trail, they had this one ramp that goes all the way up to the sky. So a whole bunch of us were like, "Okay, let's do this," right? So I went on it. Like after a few people, so after the first couple of people went, and they just went sky high and they were able to land. So for me, I went on it, but somehow like I think I blacked out while I was in the sky. So I had no control, and then like I fell down on my back. Like, but luckily it's snow, so it's not like it's that bad of a fall, but it would still hurt. So that was one of the first parts of like how I got back pain, which is leading me to need a chiropractor. But outside of that, like you know, I don't know what happened in my recent trip because I went to Seattle and Vancouver, but like it was just a lot of tension in my back, and going to the chiropractor just helped to just alleviate a lot of that stuff.
Sometimes doctor recommends me some kind of ventosas. Could you please
Ventosas?
I don't know if you have tried.
Let's look that up. Ventosas. Oh, acupuncture. Ah, funny enough, because let me try to put this on the board or on the screen. Matt left the call, but at least has on the call. I think she might know what this is.
Ventosas. Here in Mexico, some specialists use that to read the pain.
Yep. I know what this is because like I had this done last year. When I went on my Vancouver Seattle trip, one of my friends had cups. Had these cups, so like she used it on us. So it's basically like you have a little fire, and like you put it in the cup, and then you cup it onto the back, and then we just have like a whole bunch of cups all over our backs, just kind of like this person right here. So yeah, I love stuff like this. This is to me, this is fun. So like and it's because of her doing this, she found out, she was the first one to find out that like I had a lot of tension up in my upper back. She's like, "Hey, you might need to be careful." And I'm like, "Oh, I feel fine," right? And it's only until after the trip I was just like, it's like, huh, this don't feel right. Like I slept wrong one day or something like that. And that's why I ended up going to the chiropractor, and it helped out. But yeah, like totally, this is great. Like,
yes. At least you feel so relaxed for a moment, for a short period of time, no?
Yeah. Oh, yep, Melendez. Thank you. Hey Ha, if I don't know if you can see the screen, but like cái này là không phải là gạo gió, but cái này là it's the cupping. I don't know how to say it in Vietnamese.
Châm cứu.
The what?
I think it's called châm cứu.
Yes, that.
Châm cứu in Vietnamese.
Yep. So yeah, I like stuff like this, the cupping and the coining, like just stuff like that. It's somehow like, well, in terms of Western medicine, it says it doesn't really help much, but the idea of it is like it helps to kind of like I guess open up your blood flow. I forget what like how to say it, but like it's something to that effect, right? So that's the benefits to this, which actually promotes health. Okay, cool. So we're coming upon newer things. Fun. All right. Just curious, let's see. So overall, yeah, you were talking about exercises. It's great for your lower back. And we kind of like went on and talked about like back related stuff. I can totally understand. I'm already, into my 40s already. So like that's just what comes with the territory when you get older. Okay. Hey, just curious. I know you're cooking, but like, would you be able to talk? The topic is public speaking, your favorite activity. So ideally, it's just talking about your favorite activity for about 3 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, I see the topic. I finished cooking. Hello guys, how are you?
Hello.
Yeah, so we talk about public speaking. I think, well, it is a skill that we need to practice. And for me, when it comes to practice public speaking, it requires me to be confident standing standing at the stage. And one kind of activity I think to help me practice is I stand in front of the mirror at home, and before I have presentation, I will practice at home by standing in front of the mirror and imagine that the audience and I look at the mirror and talk by myself. Another way is I put a picture of my friends that we took together or my family members on the screen on the laptop, and then when I look at the picture, I imagine that I talk to many people, and that's the way I practice when it comes to public speaking, when I have to make presentation in front of many people. Yeah. And one tip that I learned from other people is that, when I stand, when I make presentation, standing in front of many people in the crowd, so I will look at their head, their forehead. I don't look at their eyes, just look at their forehead. So that helps you to focus on your speaking and presentation. So yeah, so I think it helps and it works for me. So I don't look at their eyes, so I just look at their foreheads and or surrounding. Yeah, and Yeah, I think this practice and well prepared at home. Or we can practice with your friends so that can improve the public speaking.
Sounds good. Today's topic technically is about talking about your favorite activity. So I don't know if that was your favorite activity or not, but
Yes.
still
Okay.
well said because you pointed out some tips and tricks, which is really nice.
Well, my favorite activity actually joining English clubs. Like yeah, so I really like to talk to people in the English clubs, and before I was very shy, and I am still shy. And I spend my free time talking people who want to speak English, and I also want to practice English as well. Back in the time when I was student, I spent most of my time uh, joining the English club. So I, yeah, so I went there to practice and meet up people and learn from others, and I make friends, and I see English is the connection to me to talk to many people in the world. So I think, and now I spend time doing exercise when I have free time as well. Actually, not very much, but I think twice or three times a week. I practice like do some stretch, just follow the YouTube and some
Nice.
basic yoga. Yeah,
I find yoga pretty interesting.
not interesting at all.
For me, it is because so when I was
Um,
younger, I I used to practice Taekwondo. So part of Taekwondo is, there's a lot of kicking involved. But in order to do that, you have to be pretty flexible. So later on in life, like I had a friend, she's like, "Hey, go do yoga with me. I think it's going to be hard for you." I'm like, "Okay." So I did. So I went. Like, mind you, this was hot yoga, right? This is the yoga where like you're in like a very hot room. So it's a combination of sweating it out while doing all the yoga poses, right? So I was doing all the yoga poses, and then my friend was like, "Wait, how could you do all this?" I'm like, "Well, I'm kind of flexible since I was young. Plus, I had good balance too, so a lot of the poses wasn't too bad, um, which is why I think yoga is not like it's pretty interesting. I haven't really gotten into it, but just doing it that one time, I thought it was pretty fun.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, like and when I say flexible, right, I'm talking like
Yeah, it's flexible.
like even till this day, I can kind of still do a split, like that flexible, right? But not the split where you go like this, but the split where you go like that, right? So it's the this kind of split instead of
Okay.
the other way, because the other way is just too hard. I can't do that kind of split. But I'm still quite flexible to this day, and yeah, so that's why to me yoga is kind of interesting.
I find it quite difficult. What
You
is
just
so
you just gotta stretch every day.
strange?
When I was a kid, just always stretch, like spent like maybe a good half an hour stretching every day, stretching everything, right? Like your
Yeah,
sides, even your hands, right? Like all the hand stretches,
yeah,
this even, right? Then your leg stretches. Then at some point with it's like a combination of balance and stretches where like I would have like my leg all the way over above my head while standing on my other leg, right? It's like you're almost doing a split. So things like that. Like at this point, I can't do that one anymore. I'm too old. But you know, like that was the kind of stuff that we had to do a lot back then. Because you know that's part like it's a lot of balance and kicking, right? So a lot of balance and flexibility helps with Taekwondo.
Yeah, but you know what? Most of old people practice yoga.
Yeah,
The elderly people practice yoga.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is pretty nice. Like overall, we have a pretty health conscious group today, and yeah. So I think this was overall a good session. I know like we're getting to the last of it, but like in terms of me for my activity, I would say Pokemon Go. I've mentioned this several times where like I'm a Pokemon Go player.
Yeah.
There's many ways to play the game. There's not really a right way because there's the aspect of catching them all, like catch them all. Like that's kind of like the tagline for Pokemon. So literally, like there's people that will go out to play the game as collectors. They like to collect everything. There's the adventure aspect of it, just exploring the world or different places. There's also a socializing aspect, right? Like being part of a community, because there are aspects to the game where it requires more than more than one person joining as a big group in order to take down a very strong Pokemon in order for you to be able to catch them. So I like all the aspects of the game. I do like exploring around because sometimes I'll just be like, hey, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to go out there and play. And I'll go pick a random place to go play and start exploring the area, right? It's like, what's the food like? Because there's the foodie aspect of me. I like food. So maybe there's a like, hey, I haven't tried that. I don't know what this restaurant is. Let's go into this restaurant. So try out the food, give it a taste. It's like, okay, very interesting. Like this is I like this, I don't like that. And you start to learn, right? You go to other different areas of that vicinity. Like what are their parks like? What are their other I guess attractions, right? And there's lots of places where it's very memorable and I'll take quick pictures. So pulling in Juan Franco's photography remarks, right? But also like the whole like foodie aspect, that's the you know what Francisco was mentioning earlier. But also too, like sometimes like I'm just on foot, so I'm always on the go. And that's kind of like my health part of it. So I find it really interesting in that respect. But then there's the communal aspect where I would be hanging out with the whole community. So for the past several weekends, there's been events where about 200 plus of us will gather together to fight these very difficult raid bosses. So I am one of the leaders, and I would help out to help a group of people to lead them and kind of like have everybody synchronized to fight these raid bosses. So it's been kind of fun just because of just trying to get everybody together, everybody synchronized, everybody kind of like in a kind of a harmony when we work together. Because when we all jump in together and it work as a team, we get you know, we get through everything. We meet our goals of what we want to do. So it's been pretty fun. I would say like the whole communal aspect also helps me with practicing this sense of leadership, because lots of the things I do when it comes to the community aspect of that, just leading a group of people, essentially they're strangers, right? I don't know anything about these people. The only thing that we know is that we have one common goal, which is to defeat these raid bosses in order to catch them, right? So a lot of my experiences hanging out with these people and in trying to lead them, I've actually used some of these techniques to in terms of my own work as a team lead in the past. So how do you incentivize your team members, right, in order for them to get their tasks done? How do you encourage them? How do you help them through certain emotional situation and be empathetic, right? How do you communicate in those kind of manners, right? Overall, when you care for the people that are your team members, then there's a sense that that if this is worth being a part of a group, that they would be willing to do more to help out with whatever the task may be, right? And it's something that I find really helpful, because sometimes that's all what people really need, right? Is someone that feels like there's someone there for them when they're going through whatever the venture may be, whether it's work, whether it's Pokemon Go, or whatever it is in life. And just that little bit of it, I guess, or not I guess, but really helps people through. So I just constantly going out there and just consistently being part of the community and just interacting like that, it's just giving me more experience just to be able to be a better communicator, to be a better leader, right? And this is some of the things I would keep on trying to practice, because I wouldn't want my skills to be rusty. So that's basically my activity, Pokemon Go. Everywhere I go, that's basically what I'll talk about. As cheesy as it may be, but that's something that I find it's very beneficial in my life. Funny enough, I started playing a lot of it just because I had a knee injury, and at that point I had just had my knee surgery, and I needed to be able to work out more. So one of the things I needed to do is to walk more, right? Because after knee surgery, I was laying in bed for a month, so I didn't even use that leg. So my leg actually atrophied, meaning the muscles kind of got smaller and smaller. So my left leg, the muscle still looks all right because I keep on using it to help to walk around and such. But my right leg, which is the leg I had my knee injury on, I didn't really use it a lot. So when you don't use that on your muscle, it shrunk, right? I had to really work out on my leg, my right leg, a lot in order to build up the muscle again. So then now both my legs are even. So part of it is just doing leg exercises. I would lay on my side and do leg lifts, right? I have weights, leg weights too, to do my leg lifts as well. But then also too, in order to maintain the balance of both legs, I had to walk around a lot. So what better way to incentivize me to walk more is than to go around catching Pokemon. But yeah, that's where it all started, right? So there was a health aspect to the game. Okay, so I think we ran through everybody's or gave everybody a chance to talk. Although a couple of members dropped out a little bit early, but at least they were able to jump in to comment on other people's speeches. So that I think at least giving people a chance to speak up in that sense is better than nothing. I do want to give everybody a chance to have to be able to practice. So I'm glad that everybody got a chance. This is great. So I guess before I end this topic, does anybody have any questions, thoughts, or comments?
No, Sam, thank you for your time. As always say, what I recommend you do some squats, 10 squats per day. And move your leg, because I have that problem, because my leg, because the sciatica,
yep,
that causes me a lot of problems. So
Yeah,
some squats.
yeah, because like I haven't really done like I'm not really a squat person, but like it's something that like I should do a lot. There is a place where I like to go play Pokemon Go at. It's a park. And in this park, basically it's a walking trail, but along each part of the walking trail is an exercise machine or like an exercise station, right? So there's a place where you can do sit-ups, there's a place where you can do pull-ups, there's places where like you have like weights, so you can actually do like there's like I do shoulder lifts on one of them, but there's this one exercise station where like it's like a squat, like weighted squats. So like you kind of do your squats, but then you're holding onto the weights. So it provides you the weights while doing the squats at the same time. I found that to be very helpful. It's not something that I would often do, but like every so often I will use that station. I think I'll go to that station a little bit more. More of my focus when I go there is a lot more of my arms. So just kind of like Mohammed, like I'm trying to do more pull-ups and push-ups and things like that. But I think you're right with the squats, doing at least 10 squats a day. Yeah, definitely I would want to go back there and do my squats there because it's kind of helpful, like especially when you have the weights to go along with it. So it's kind of fun.
That is fun. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. With that, does anybody have any question, comments, or thoughts about anything in the world? So it doesn't have to be about the topic anymore. It could be anything, right? So you can even ask me why the sky is blue, and I will tell you the same answer, which I've always said all the time. But it's not necessarily the correct answer, but it's like it is an answer. So does anybody have any questions, thoughts, or comments about anything?
Mitang, yeah, I have one question for you.
So I know you do.
The yoga, you have benefits in your practicing yoga?
Well, I don't practice yoga, but I did yoga once.
Meditation?
Yeah. So it's not that I practice yoga, but I did it once because a friend dragged me to do yoga. She was like,
Okay.
she's like, I do yoga. And I'm like, okay.
But meditation gives you benefits? Practicing meditation?
So meditation is something different. I've done meditation before, but I feel personally for me, it's a little bit more of a waste of my time at this point. I think before like I would be in my head a lot about a lot of things. So meditation helped to calm me down and to give me perspective. So I think I'm at a point in my life where I don't think meditation helps me, not because, meditation isn't beneficial, but for me, I just have a lot of thoughts in my head. And for me, some of those thoughts are how to deal with certain situations or deal with certain thoughts, right? So it's kind of like I'll feel a certain emotion or I'll experience something, right? And depending on what those, whatever had happened, I'll have kind of a protocol in my head. It's like, all right, this had happened, or this is what you're feeling. So first thing is do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Like kind of like a computer almost, right? So it just kind of goes through all the steps and then I kind of feel better. Like part of it is when having a perspective, like more perspective on whatever the situation may be. I think that's much more helpful than just trying to calm myself down and and then be one and be at peace or something like that, just because I feel like it's more like I'm at a point where I feel like there's just too much to do, so I don't have the time to just sit down and do that. I feel that like I have enough experience in my life where you know, when something happens, then okay, I go through these steps, and through going through them, I pick up different experiences that either I imagine or that I am remembering from other people, or part of those steps that I do is actually talking to other people and getting their perspectives. So when you can have more than one perspective in terms of whatever the situation may be, then it kind of humbles me, because now I realize it's like my own perspective is not the only one, right? What about all these other people's perspective? Maybe there's something in there that I could actually either learn from, or maybe it's seeing it from their perspective, then like I can have an understanding and humble myself, so that like my sense of narcissism and my thoughts can go away, right? Because sometimes we might be in too much in our heads, because our head is a little bit too big for ourselves. So sometimes that humbling effect, I think, is like a lot more helpful, or at least for someone like me. So you know, to each their own with meditation. I did it a lot when I was younger, but I'm at a point where like I feel like, you know, I'm a little bit more experienced, and there's other ways to manage things in life instead of just meditating, right? Like I can do other things instead.
It's interesting. I read in one quote and say the life give your need in this moment.
Yeah.
No?
One thing I would say, so going back to the meditation thing, right? One thing I would say that I would replace meditation with is running. Because like I would get a physical exercise, but also too, like while you're running, like you can get into that headspace that like kind of similar to meditation. Plus two, I do like that feeling of runner's high. I don't know if anybody has felt that, like if you either one of you had felt runner's high, but like you're at a point where like you're running and like you just don't want to stop. It just feels so good running. So definitely.
Yeah, you feel like you need to do more and more and more, and yeah.
And like you just don't feel tired. You just keep on going. Just keep on wanting to go and go and go.
Go. Yeah, I'm such that a person too. Yeah, always wanted to be in a hurry, and but I think it's bad, because the body needs to rest.
Yeah. So, you know, like after a while, we'll get down from our high, and then like we can give our body a rest, a nice shower or a bath to cleanse ourselves and feel fresh. I don't know, like it's just great after a good workout.
Well, thank you, Thanh, and see you, Juan Franco. Thank you for your session.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think with that, I'm gonna call meeting adjourned. Like everybody basically left at this point, and see you next time. So hopefully next topic I'll formalize everything, and for next topic it will be about food. I'll have a list of all the vocabularies and everything in a spreadsheet, and I'll have that also available for everybody as well, so that there's a little bit more preparation involved. But other than that, I bid everyone farewell and call meeting adjourned.
Okay, thank you, Thanh. Thank you, Edith.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I see the next class.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Words collide like fiddles hum, every accent's welcome some. Round the table, dreams are shared, across the world and love is aired. At the International English Cafe, talk your troubles right away, sip your tea, let stories play. At At the International English Cafe, we don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy corner lamp. Face to face we find a way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork lives with thread we weave, stories told when you believe. At the International English Cafe, words align like fiddles hum. At the International English Cafe, words collide like fiddles hum. Every accent's welcome some. Round a table dreams are shared, across the world and love is aired. Our love is aired, across the world and love is aired. Across the world and love is aired. English Cafe, we don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy corner lamp. Face to face we find a way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. Face to face we find a way, in a little cafe day after day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork little cafe day. Hey, accent charts might trace the globe. We don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy corner lamp. Face to face we find the way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork lives with thread we weave.